Do you want to know how I continuously hit income milestones and have an email list full of the right kind of subscribers, all through a profitable sales funnel? And in this video, I'm showing you my method for building one. So let's get funneling, friend. Hey there, Empire Builders. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Haley Dale, a content and sales funnel strategist helping you create more productive, purposeful, and yes, profitable content too. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below this video for more value-packed videos just like this one every single Monday. When it comes to creating a sales funnel or the actual building of the funnel, I'm a personal fan of layers. So I talked about it a little bit in my previous video, but there are 3 layers that I recommend when building your funnel. So the first layer is the freebie layer. So this includes everything that you need to attract subscribers and get them onto your email list. So this includes like the actual freebie itself, whether it's a quiz or a PDF or a webinar or some kind of PDF guide or workbook or email course. There's a million of different types. So this can be anything that people will actually give over their email address for. This also includes the sign up page, the thank you page, and the welcome email to deliver the free thing. Then we have the offer layer. So this consists of everything to do with making the sale. So converting that subscriber, wooing them, nurturing them, educating them, and getting them ready to say yes to your offer. So this includes the sales page. This includes the follow-up email sequence, the special offer itself, as well as making sure that the strategy is in place and that you understand who that customer is and how you're going to get them from point A, which is your freebie, to point B, which is saying yes to your offer. Then we have the traffic layer. So that is layer number 3 after we have those 2 other layers in place. And this revolves around your traffic and promotion plan, basically how you're going to get people to the top of your funnel. So this includes things like paid ads. This includes organic marketing and organic content. So blogging and email marketing, social media as well as shared. So getting featured on other people's podcasts, getting in front of other people's audiences. All of those are tools that you can use in your traffic strategy to get people to the top of your funnel. I covered the layers briefly in my previous video, but I'm going to go through each layer in a bit more detail. Before we get started with building out your funnel or understanding how these layers work, I just want to mention that it all starts with your paid offer. So you need to choose one paid offer that you're going to focus on per funnel and have that top of mind when you're developing out the rest of the funnel. So that is decision number 1, is deciding what is this paid offer that I'm going to be mapping this funnel around. So choose one offer and you can do other funnels for other offers later on. So how do you choose which one to start with? So I usually recommend that you start with your breadwinning offer. So what is the offer in your business that you only need to sell a few of in order to hit your monthly revenue goal, or only one of ideally to hit your monthly revenue goal? So choose that offer. That is action step number 1, is to choose the offer. Now, the next thing that I'm going to recommend before we go forward with the rest of this video is to download the funnel mapping worksheets in the blog post below this video. And you can just map this along with me. And I'm actually going to share my screen here and we're going to go through this step by step. So when you download the worksheet, it's going to look a little something like this. So you're going to have a bit of an intro here to my different layer approach, as well as what's included in them. Then we're going to move to the actual worksheets, and these are broken down into 3 pages to go along with the 3 layers. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come down to this box here, and I want you to put in what your offer is. So it might be a digital product, or it might be a course, or it might be your mastermind program, or it might be your one-on-one service. So whatever it is, put your offer here. So here's my offer. And what I would put is I would just put the name of the offer. You can also put some notes about what's included, a description of it, the price point of it, but we want to put down what that offer is. So what is that offer that we're building this funnel around? Then from there, we want to reverse engineer what the freebie is. So what is our lead magnet going to be? And like I mentioned in last week's video, there is an opportunity here to repurpose. So where can you maybe repurpose things that you already have, or do you truly need to start from scratch here? So if you're not sure about what freebie to use, I will put a link below this video where you can go and watch my how to choose a funnel, how to choose a freebie for your funnel video. So here you would put, so say it was, I wanted to do a webinar, and then here is, I would put potential topic here. So I'd put the actual topic there just to keep that top of mind. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what are my freebie entry points. So I know that I'm going to have an opt-in page. And I can also put some notes here, like maybe the headline or maybe any notes that come to mind for this. Then I'm also going to have the thank you page. So not exactly an entry point, but it's a necessary part of the system. And then maybe I also know I could put a list of the blog posts that relate to the topic of the webinar, and I can put down the links, or I can put down the titles of them, because I know I'm going to want to go there and I'm going to want to put that as a call to action within the blog post, so that anyone who's reading that blog post has an opportunity to sign up for my webinar and get into my funnel. Then I also want to think about my welcome email and my check-in email. So email number one is the welcome email, and this is the one that is going to deliver the freebie. So I want to maybe put down any notes here for this. So I maybe want to like send the link to the webinar. I want to remind them of why they want to watch it. And maybe I also want to include a personal story here about how the topic helped me, right? Or a testimonial. Then our check-in email. So if this isn't a webinar, so say this was something else, this our check-in email is really for us to check in with the subscriber and be like, have you had a chance to use it yet? If you haven't, make sure you click here to go and use it. So it's just about getting it in front of them again. And I like to send that 6 hours later after they've originally signed up for it. So make sure that you put down some notes for your check-in email, and that's sent about 6 hours after signing up. Have you watched the webinar yet? Here's why you want to. Okay, so then I'm just going to copy the thing from my offer list, and when I go over to the second page, I'm going to put in my offer, and I'm just going to copy, I'm going to copy that in there. So here's my offer, and it might not let me copy and paste. Here's my offer. So you can just copy this over. So the reason we're copying this over, and we're also copying over your freebie here, is we want to keep these top of mind the further we go down the layers. So put those in there. So here's my freebie, here's my offer. And then I want to think about, I can also paste this over my welcome and my check-in email notes. But then I want to think about, what are my 3 nurture emails? And like I said, there's a million ways to build a funnel. There's a million ways to build a follow-up sequence. So this is really just a base template for you to start mapping it out. And this one I've seen work very well with my one-on-one clients. So you can put in your nurture and educate emails. And what I like to do here is I like to think about pieces of content I have that are going to further their understanding of this topic and why it's important. So I like to think about, this would be maybe one blog post that I'm linking them to. So I might put the title of that blog post because I know I'm going to write the email around that. So I choose 3 that I want to use to nurture and educate them, but I need to make sure those are related to my offer. So I want to reverse engineer them from there. So that's why we put this here. Then we want to think about like your announcement email. So this is the first email that you send that sells the offer, a reminder email, and then you can also follow with a value email as well. I like to actually have 3 emails, sales emails in here now. So a sale offer where I announce the special, and then I like to have a middle one where I maybe deal with an objection that they have, why they think the offer might not be for them, or a testimonial or case study proving that it is. And then the final reminder here, email, last chance to get the special. And then we have the value email 3 days later. I like to do this one because you've been sending a lot of emails, sending a lot of sales emails. So let's just send them something else of value, and maybe something else free, or maybe another blog post. Then you can also put the link to your sales page or checkout page here, so you have everything in one place. So once you're finished with this, you're going to move over, and we're going to just grab our offer again over to the traffic system. And I want to put down the information of my paid offer. So I'm going to put my offer name here, and I'm also going to put the URL for my sales page. Then I want to put down my freebie so that I remember this as well. So my freebie opt-in page. So here's my freebie, and I'll also put the URL for the opt-in page if I have it already. Otherwise, I'll just put the name here. Then I want to also list, like, are there a few blog posts on my blog that relate to this topic? So the ones that I mentioned before as entry points, where I'm going to be using them to drive traffic to it. So I'd put like blog post 1, blog post 2, blog post 3, and I might also put down like the URLs as well. Or it might even be, these might just be ideas for topics that I think of that I can use as other entry points into my funnel. Then what I want to do is for like the blog post, so we have 4 types of traffic. How am I going to promote those blog posts? So it might be Instagram stories. I might want to do a Pinterest campaign. Could also do paid ads here, but we like to think of this as like our organic method. I could also send it. So put down those methods. And then for the freebie, what are the methods here? So say I'm going to do Instagram again, say I'm going to do a Pinterest campaign, Say I'm also going to add to homepage. So what am I going to do to get my freebie in front of them? And then finally your offer. So what are you going to do to promote your offer? So the beautiful thing about your traffic system is because you have the freebie, you have the blog post as other entry points, and then you have the offer itself, you have 3 distinct points to promote. So you can promote the offer directly, promote the freebie, promote the blog post. You can promote any of these. Then this bottom section, if you decide you want to do some paid ads for it, you can put it in here. So you can do paid ads directly to a blog post, right? As long as it has a call to action to join it. So I might be doing promoted pins for my most popular related blog post. Then I might be retargeting on Facebook for the freebie. And then I could also, once the audience gets big enough, I could retarget directly for my paid offer as well. So this is how we map out your funnel. So a quick little worksheet here, a quick little walkthrough of this process to go and download these mapping worksheets and map out your funnel before you start creating it, because it's going to save you a ton of time in the creation process. You're going to have an opportunity to think about what you can potentially repurpose, and it's just going to help you get that thing. You're going to think through the entire system, even if you're just starting with one layer first. So you'll find these worksheets down below this video in the blog post. It'll be the call to action, and you can go and download this and go along with me. So now that you have your funnel map and you're ready to start creating, I want you to come back to this video anytime you need to remap out another funnel or remap out this one, rework it. Now, I want to know all of your sales funnel questions. Let me know in the comments below and I'll be there to answer any of your burning questions. And if you want more videos just like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below this video for more value-packed videos just like this one every single Monday.